Well, good morning, everybody. So, happy Friday. This is Friday. End to a nice, fun week. Check it out. No hands. Why can I do that? Because I have a new tripod. How awesome is that? And as I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, I can thank my friend Terry for sending me the link for this cool little tripod. I'm going to post a picture of it later today in our group so you can see it, but it's pretty cool. It's a tripod now, and you can adjust the height. I can make this vertical if I want. It also acts as a selfie stick. And it's got a little Bluetooth button, so I can turn it off right now if I wanted without doing this, poking the phone. But so awesome. Thank you again, Terry, because now I can put my hands in my pockets because it's freezing outside right now. I'm back at Pleasant Hill boat launch. I thought it'd be nice to have some water behind us again today. Also, I wanted to have time to warm up after dropping Scholar off at school. It was freezing, so my car warmed up and grabbed some coffee. And here we are. So let's get started, shall we? I have some things I want to talk about, but let's do the important stuff first. Let's talk about gratefulness, gratitude. This is actually going to be something I'll be talking about today, but with more context. But today I'm grateful for a certain client that I started working with a couple weeks ago. His name is Matthew Neagle, and I'm going to explain more as to why this is important, because he gave me an awesome opportunity to do an audio piece for him. But more details here in a second, but that's what I'm grateful for today, is him. Again, his name is Matthew Neagle. Victories, tripod. Come on. This is a win right here. Things are growing. It's crazy. And goals. I'm going to put, next to the word goal and asterisk put accountability, because yesterday was one of those days where I did not meet some goals I wanted to do. Yesterday I wanted to take a bunch of headshots for Lexi, as I mentioned, for social media thumbnails. Didn't do it. And I didn't read the first chapter of How to Win Friends and Influence People. So, holding myself accountable right now. Those are my goals today, dang it. So, the client I just mentioned, he found me on Upwork.com, which is where I find most all my business from. It's a platform for entrepreneurs to hook up with businesses that are looking for work in all different industries. So I've done really well on Upwork.com to get clients. So Matthew reached out to me, probably about 5 weeks ago, and interviewed me and let me fix my glasses there, was wondering if I could do a project for him that was very unique and very enticing, and something that me and my team have never done before. And what it is a narrative podcast. I'll take these things off. And what a narrative podcast is it's very much a story being told through interviewing, but it will have also some narration involved. Very like public radio, National Public Radio, NPR type stuff. So, and this is not something that's going to be on iTunes and Spotify. This is not anything like that. What Matthew wants to do, and is doing, is creating basically a time capsule audio piece for his parents, who are celebrating or have already celebrated their 50th anniversary this October. And he wanted to do something special for them for Christmas, to have someone interview the whole family and talk about mom and dad or grandma and grandpa as a way to celebrate their 50th anniversary. And this would be like a 3-hour, 5-episode piece of content that they can all sit down together and listen to together for Christmas in Florida. All the details you probably don't need to know. But so I thought it was really cool. Never done it before. And I was like, yeah, we can do this. And fully hoping that we can. But he hired me. So we started scheduling all the interviews. Like I said, I'm interviewing the whole family. The whole family consists of mom, dad, the three siblings, or the three children, Matthew, his sisters, Nikki and Kim, and then all the grandkids from them, which was, there's 6 total. But I did them all in 3 interviews. The 2 oldest grandkids each had their own session where I just interviewed the oldest grandchild. Her name is Grace, by herself, and then the next one's Luke, and just him. And then all the other kids are really young, so we did like a group video with the 3 younger grandkids. And then the youngest grandchild was just too young to get on the video. So so it was about 10 hours total of interviewing that just wrapped up yesterday. Yesterday was my final session, and it happened to land on one of the daughters. Her name is Kim. And it was neat. It was an amazing experience. It was just the coolest thing, getting to interview a whole family. And a very, very special family, very close-knit. Just the amount of positivity and memories and what the kids were saying, what the grandkids were saying, what the parents were saying about their kids, what the parents were saying about their grandkids. I got to know this family in depth. They trusted me, and I was asking the focal points to parents. So I did way more time with mom and dad, separately too, by the way. So they could not like influence each other or get in each other's way when they're trying to tell a story about taking their kids to a camping trip or whatever, which was also cool because I would hear these 2 different sides of stories, and a lot of times they'd line up. Mom would be talking about certain personality traits of, let's say, Matthew, their son. Dad would start talking about Matthew and say most the same things. They just kind of, that's the kind of family. They really just knew each other very well. And here I am, sitting in my studio that you have all seen, talking to these people, and they're telling me their life story. It was really cool. So I thought I'd mention it today because it wrapped up yesterday as far as the recording process. Now we have a lot of editing ahead of us, and if I'm going to be talking more gratitude today, I'm very grateful for my editor, Alex. He's been on the team for a couple years now. He's an amazing editor. I put him on the job. He's all into it. He has had a little bit of experience in this form of editing because this is very story-based. We're trying to tell a story. We're trying to take more like 8.5 hours of audio and trim it down to 3 hours and tell the full story, so that when the parents listen to this, they kind of hear themselves telling the story, but also hearing how the kids and grandkids look back on their youth and in support of how much they love their parents. That's the goal. The ultimate goal is that everyone cries. Hopefully everyone cries when they're listening to this. So I thought that was a cool thing to fill you in on as we do these. So obviously if I'm doing daily stuff like this, you're going to hear more and more about work, but I'll keep it to the really cool things that we get started on. So tomorrow, I'm going to, if you're listening to this on published day, it's Friday. I want to switch it up for Saturday tomorrow. I'm definitely going to do another video tomorrow, but I want to do it in the afternoon just to change it up and find a different location. Maybe it'll be warmer outside. And just catch you up on in that way. And also, I wanted to mention Patreon. Excuse me. I want to thank all the people that have signed up for Patreon. I don't talk about it much at all really anymore because I don't want to pound you guys over the head with it. But if you have noticed, the end of my videos have these end screens, as it's called, where you can now click to the next video in my playlist, or subscribe to me, or there's an icon with a tip jar on it. If you click on that, that takes you to my Patreon page. And I can tell since I've started that, I've got more pledges. So I thank you all very much. You know who you are. And that's it. I just wanted to thank everyone. And if you're up for it, you can check out my Patreon page. It is purely a tip. That's the only tier, it's a tip jar. So it's $1 a month. And it's just a way to support if you want to throw me a tip. You know, there's no unique content right now yet. Still trying to figure out what I can do that's exclusive to Patreon. But it's tricky because I never want anyone to feel left out or excluded. That's the key. That's the number one, is I never want to say, hey, thanks for being so loyal to me, but you know, if you don't pay $5 a month, you're not getting this. I hate that feeling. You know, it's weird. So it's tricky to maneuver through that. And also, I have enough deadlines in my life. I have enough hard responsibilities in my business. So when you break into the exclusive Patreon content, now it's like people are paying for a video every week or every other week. And then it's just, okay, which is cool. And that may be what I do. I don't know. But that adds pressure to me as the creator that I might not necessarily want right yet. But I'm pretty disciplined with this channel now. I'm pushing it out. So that might not be a problem. But for right now, if you do want to support a little extra through my Patreon page, it's $1 a month. So check that out if you're interested. Also, I'm gonna be kind of ramping up my personal Instagram page. It is at Derek Mishu 1, numeral 1, number 1, Derek Mishu 1. And I'm going to really, now incorporate it into this channel to just post other different stuff, and as a way to promote this channel, because Instagram has got an amazing algorithm. I'm not going to bury you in those weeds. I don't even know those weeds, but what I do know is hashtags are very big and powerful. So I'm going to start tweaking my personal Instagram page and then promoting it more. So if any of you are into Instagram too, I'll be including this channel into that more. So and the reason is especially most of that is because of the mental health stuff I talk about, and putting it out there through Instagram and promoting it, hoping to find other people that could use the help or will feel better hearing a story from someone else about alcoholism, about depression, and then just kind of grow an audience that way and reach more people. So I'll keep you posted on Instagram. Well, great. I can tell right now, because of having this tripod, it's hard for me to stop talking because my arm's not tired. I could sit here and talk forever, I think. But I don't want this to be any longer than what it is. So thank you again, y'all, for this awesome week. This is the 5th vlog in as many days. So Monday through Friday this week, we've got together in the morning. I've had some awesome comments from you, and amazing feedback. Enjoy your coffee this morning, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.